Summer Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Y'all know what time it is. And concussion. We talking about concussion. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing. And somebody that can give you some concussion, it's got to be Gervonta Tank Davis. 26 and 0 with 24 KOs. 130-pound division champion, 135 division champion, 140-pound division champion, right? And so the guy, he knocks your butt out. This is Gervonta Tank Davis. But when it comes to me, I call him Gervonta Black Canelo Davis. Now, I like the dude, right? But I watch boxing to find out who the best is at all of these damn divisions we got. We got way too many, right? Junior and super this and junior that, right? So it irks me. So, when you have that many divisions, then can we find out who the best is in these divisions, right? So when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis or Black Canelo Davis, I'm going to tell you what I don't like, right? He's not trying to be the best at a division, right? That's what I have a problem with. When he was at 130, he took some O's. I'm talking about some O's. He took some O's in the 130 division. There was some dude named Morrell Casares or whatever his name was 12 and 0. No, that's not right. That's not right. I don't know exactly who he fought. I don't have it in front of me. But I'm just going to tell you this. He took 3 O's, I think, at 130 pounds. At 130 pounds, I think he was definitely the best. That was before Shakur Stevenson came up to 130 pounds. So I'm going to give him that. I think he, was probably the best at that time because he took some O's. I was looking at his record, and he took some O's there, right? The dude is bad. And listen, 26 and 0 with 24 KOs don't happen by accident. So Gervonta Tank Davis is all of that. But the problem I have is why I say Black Canelo is because it's the same thing that I don't like about Canelo, right? And Canelo gets away with it, right? And what I'm saying is, at 130 pounds, you're going to stay there and become undisputed, or maybe fight Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez or something. They wasn't there before, though, but but he's not going to be there, all right? At 135 pounds, it's a stacked division, and he hasn't fought any of the guys that we talk about. Not Lomachenko, and everybody, people will tell you, it looked like he was avoiding Lomachenko back, a few years ago. He wasn't in a hurry to fight Lomachenko, right? So he hasn't fought him. Definitely ain't fought Devin Haney. And it don't look like it's Devin Haney who don't want to fight him, right? Let's be honest. And all these new ones, he didn't fight Teofimo Lopez, who you could say he should have. Now, the new Kambosos, it ain't been no time. Kambosos just got the damn title. And Ryan Garcia was calling him out and whatever, but Ryan Garcia didn't, he's the kind of guy who talk but ain't going to show up. But none of those, the heavy hitters, the mainstays in the 135-pound division, he hasn't fought. So he goes up to 140 and fights a regular champion in Mario Barrios. So where are you going to be the best at? Which one? So this is what has happened, and this could probably get some clarity in the Gervonta Tank Davis. I know he's a draw, just like Canelo. I know he's a great-ass fighter, just like Canelo. But where are you going to be the best at? What division is that going to be? Just like Canelo. Because even people say, well, Canelo was the best at 168. No, not really. No, he isn't. That would probably be David Morrell and David Benavidez. But we'll get to that. Bottom line is this. What the WBA, right, World Boxing Association, has said, hey, we done made up all these damn belts. We got interim, we got the regular champion, we got the real champion, who we started calling super instead of just the real one, right? So they they're on a crusade to basically get rid of all them damn titles, right? So they're making these regular champions fight an interim fight or the champion, right? So this is what they're doing to Gervonta Davis. They said, well, later this year, we're about to mandate you to fight Kambosos in the lightweight division because he's the real WBA champion, so we can find out who the best one is. And I think that's cool, Go on, mandate him. That's cool. I got no problem with that because we need one champion, right? But they don't have that energy with the real Canelo. That's just the Black Canelo. What about the real Canelo? The same thing is going on at 168 pounds. David Morrell, right? David Morrell, who's undefeated, he is the regular champion for the WBA. They're not mandating Canelo to fight him. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I was Gervonta Davis, I'd be like, you ain't doing this to me unless you do it to Canelo. We got the same situation. Canelo has to fight David Morrell. He's the regular champion. He's been it for a while. In his third fight, he won against a 12-0 guy. That's Abel Casares, right? 12-0 at the time. Your boy, don't mess around with David Morrell. His third fight, he fought somebody 22-0. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell is, he's a champion with only 6 fights. Regular champion, all right? So he's supposed to be fighting Canelo. And then Canelo at the WBO, he's supposed to be getting mandated to fight Demetrius Andrade, but they're not doing it. And we have an example of when the WBO does let the guy come up, a champion, go up to a higher division. They did that to Alexander Usyk. He went up from cruiserweight because he should have. He was royalty, moved up to a heavyweight, and he became automatic, the mandatory. That's what's supposed to happen with Demetrius Andrade. But we talked about it yesterday. He's getting a 2-fight mandate before he can get a chance to fight Canelo. Blasphemous. It's the same thing. So we're going to tell Gervonta Davis, we're trying to get rid of the belts. You're regular. You got to fight the real champion. Yeah. Tell David Morrell the same thing. Right? You got to fight the champion. They don't have to tell him. They wouldn't even finish the sentence. He'd say, bring Canelo's ass here. So that's the only thing I'm going to say. Right? That's the double standards or triple standards or whatever, quadruple standards that's popping off. And the reason why it's ridiculous is because this is blatant. And we can't ignore that. If we're going to mandate Gervonta Davis and Kambosos, or, hey, this is going to get tricky because Kambosos got to fight your boy Devin Haney now. So let's see if they're going to still be doing some mandating. Somebody going to do something crazy, mess around. Watch what I tell you. Mess around and let Devin Haney and Kambosos fight. First of all, I'll get into a video about that. But if Kambosos just stand up and he's still standing at the end of the fight, he's going to win it. They don't want Devin Haney to be the champion because all the shenanigans stop. So let's see what happens there. But let's just say Devin Haney wins that damn fight. I don't know about this mandate then. Something else fishy going to happen. But that's another story. Same thing with Canelo. Guaranteeing you they're not going to do what they're doing to Gervonta Davis right now, telling him you got to fight because you only regular. You got to fight the champion. They're not going to tell David Morrell and Canelo to do the same thing. Do you want to bet? Don't think you do. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. Same old thing. And I'm up out of here, y'all.